Leave me be, please. Ooh, another one. Oh my goodness. Predators abound. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, episode 116, where we are tasked to alert the other travelers to the fate of the Atlas, that by its own statements, it had 16 minutes to live. What a minute is to an Atlas, we do not know, but we are being told that we need to locate a hollow terminal and tell everyone of the Atlas's fate. I think first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and make a jump to the nearest space station. I have absolutely no clue where we are in reference to where we were. I'm guessing after the portal jump, we could be anywhere. But we're going to go in here first and see if maybe there are travelers on this space station, so that we can find maybe another unknown grave. I think we'll also take a trip over here to the upgrade modules. So it appears we're still in a Gex system. Or not still, we are in another Gex system from the one we left. It's Phase Beam Module S. I do like that. So let's go ahead and install that on our starship. Very good. And we have some decorations, some other things we haven't, some components we can sell, a bunch of platinum that we purchased, some warp cells that I don't know if I'm going to send those to my... Yeah, I am going to send those to my freighter, actually. That's fine. Okay. All right. That's not as important. C-class hauler, A-class shuttle, C-class fighter, C-class hauler. Okay. Lots of things that we don't really care about. I don't see. I do see a traveler. Traveler, I do shall. What a coincidence! I travel to the center of the galaxy, my friend. Perhaps we can assist each other. Where have you come from? Traveler I do shall offers directions to a place of interest. Anomalous subspace signal detected. Yes. Yes, an unknown grave. That is what we require. But first, let us go ahead and browse the missions here. Killing 6 sentinels shall be easy. 2 predators, 4 sentinels. All of these things are easy. Assault a freighter. Ooh, ouch. Doesn't that hurt your reputation? Okay, from here, I suppose we'll hand in the missions that we have, because we have quite a few. We could use the rep and the money. Nanites, but of course. Apparently, there were a lot of missions related to killing predators. And it's nice, we killed 2 predators and we completed like 8 missions because of it. Thermic condensate. I think we can actually use that for something. And we might do just that. A lot of nanites, a lot of money. All of the things we want, all of the things that are good. Okay. Thank you much, Explorers Guild. We're done with you. Now, let's go ahead and sell these items that are worthy of being sold. Namely, the neural ducts. Where are you? I know we have, yes, the high-capacity vector compressors. We can sell those. Okay, now let's look at what there is available to purchase. More tritium. No dihydrogen. I would like to buy a few cobalt mirrors. And beyond that, I suppose we will buy more tritium to send to the freighter. Don't think we need that much. I think the freighter actually has quite a bit, if I recall. Yeah, what we need is dihydrogen. And a good bit more of it. Now, can we make... Let's see. Mineral compressors, cobalt, mirror, and gold. That's going to be easy to do once we get back there. So we have a lot of gold on our fighter starship. So we'll be able to make a good 4 of those, which will help mining crews. And those require oxygen filters. We need to be on the lookout for those as well. Didn't we have something that required thermic condensate? No, I suppose not. I know there was discussion about making heat capacitors and circuit boards, because we have the resources to do so, but we'll do that when the time comes, and the time has not arrived for all of that just yet. Not yet, not yet. In the meantime, send all of this to the freighter, and you, and the thermic condensate. We'll just hold on to you for now. Now let's learn some words of the Gek. Oh, fine. Have some units. No, let us learn some dialect of the Gek language. The word for sweet, as in, stop making me try to smell your sweet pheromones in an effort to manipulate a favorable trade. You need to use the word in a sentence. The Gek word for war, as in, we're tired of waging war on everything. Leave. I don't care to see your work. I'm not that interested. Oh, I should have listened to what it said. I feel like we've done this one once before. In the ear, in the mouth, in the ear, I think, is words. Yes, the slug burrows deep into my ear. I feel better versed in the language of the traders. Right. That's ultimately what I wanted. Hauler B, Fighter B, Explorer B. It's a pretty neat looking craft. Although, ultimately, not what we're after. Dialect help, please. Gek word for oxides, that helps. How about the Gek word for ferrites, the Gek word for galaxy? I can't imagine that being helpful. Let's leave. Some words are a lot more helpful than others, admittedly. C-class. I have no time for such things. No time. Okay. So we came from this planet, which is a shell-strewn planet. Of course, it picked up a hollow terminus somewhere else. It says hollow terminus detected, but is it really? Same planet. Okay, what is this planet then? An icy planet with oceans. No, I don't feel like spending my money on a frigate just yet. Let's stay on task. We're going to head to the unknown grave, get our glyph, and then we might do a scan for some manufacturing facilities on this icy planet, which appears to have really clearly defined oceans and continents. That's rather intriguing, actually. It stands to reason those oceans might be fairly deep. Although one wouldn't know without checking it. So we have teal water on an icy planet that is not that rough on the terrain. It's definitely there is elevation changes, but nothing really extreme. Let's go ahead and land. Oh, hold on. What are you, Krook? You're kind of running at me. Yeah, fresh meat, huh? Leave me be, please. Ooh, another one. Oh my goodness. Predators abound. Cold-blooded, eats raw meat. What about these crabs here? Easily started, eats algae. Could I feed you with some cobalt? We don't have cobalt. Well, if you don't want to eat what I have to eat, then... Oh, more critters. Hold on, what do you guys eat? I promise I won't shoot you. Well, I mean, I guess I meant I wouldn't shoot you as long as you ate what I had to offer. If you're not hungry, then I'm just going to take the Mordite from you. I'm sorry. We do need the Mordite so that we can plant Mordite plants back on our freighter. These little predators are treacherous. They sneak right up on you. Okay, back to what we were scanning for Hollow Terminus. Let's visit the unknown grave before we wander away from all of this. Where is our grave? Over here. I feel like we should grab some cobalt and feed some of these critters because we do need to feed creatures. There's a cave right over there. Perhaps we'll do that. First, let us get our glyph. At Kutumu's termination, I can see you looking at my graves, staring at my many deaths, just as I stared at 16 others, just as I stared at myself through the static of forgotten horrors. We have forgiven you for what you did, those selves that we have ended, each time we fell in battle, each time we died. These glyphs we impart, through the portals you will walk, through them you will die. You are not the only you. Pray with us. Pray for all of us. The Sentinels have saved us. The Sentinels have damned us. We love you forever. I will take this glyph. Glyph 16 out of 16. Ooh. Perhaps you would learn your place, creatures. So now we have all 16 glyphs. So now I don't think there is a benefit I don't think there is any sort of benefit to the Atlas quest because look at that creature. Because from what I understand, from what I was being told in the comments, the Atlas quest's purpose, beyond making a new planet and learning the position of the black holes, is to help you obtain the glyphs. But at this point, we now have all the glyphs that we require. And so I'm going to kind of head into this cave here. I guess we could just take some of these pearls just to sell them. We are here. Might as well. It's not the fastest way to make money, but it's not the worst way to make money. It is free money. Let's see what we can get here. I know we're going to need the cobalt to feed some of these creatures. And we can just wait and sort of let the storm die out there. Oh, I'm starting to feel the burn. I know I've read in the comments a couple of people are like, get a better multi-tool. I'm getting there. I'm quickly getting to where I want a better multi-tool. I think when the time comes, though, rather than hope and wait for one to randomly pop up, now that we have 16 glyphs, we might actually punch in the address of a known awesome multi-tool and travel there. I don't really consider that cheating or exploiting anything. I see that more of as an extension of the game. Part of the game is the network that you build with other travelers. You know, I think that's why they added the portal network and the glyphs, was to be able to do things like that. So once we get established and settled in our own private sector of space and we hand out our own coordinates for people to come join and build on our planet, that's when we'll start punching in the address of other locations and traveling to get specific ships potentially, or I don't know if I'm going to do specific ships, maybe. It would be neat to have a unique ship, but at the very least, we're going to be probably tracking down a specific multi-tool, because it seems like of all the things you could wait to get an S-class good multi-tool, that's going to be one of the more difficult ones to track down. Infrequent blizzards. Let us travel to the hollow terminus after we feed some of these land crustaceans. Some of these icy, cold-blooded, or hot-blooded land crustaceans. Actually, they'd have to be hot-blooded. If they were cold-blooded, I don't know how they would survive. We had that discussion on that one planet with massive ice storms and cold-blooded reptiles. A little bizarre. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm sure these crustaceans must be hot-blooded. Or some form of endothermic metabolism. They would have to be. It says I've entered a region. There must be an unknown building nearby. Perhaps the hollow terminus is not that far away. No, 6 hours. That's rather far away. There's the unknown building. I don't really want to head that way, though. Where were all the crabs that were around just a second ago? Begging to be fed all this delicious cobalt that I now have in my inventory with nothing to do with it. Well, I guess at this point we can ascertain that 16 minutes of Atlas time is not 16 minutes of Traveler time, because otherwise we would all have known that the Atlas is dead already. Perhaps once I notify some of the travelers, they're just going to laugh at me and be like, oh, you silly noob, this has happened so many times before. That's what I'm predicting anyways. Alright, how far are we from this hollow terminus? 20 minutes. No, I think we're going to gravity slingshot, pulse engine, jump around the planet. There we are. Whoa, divert. Divert, divert. Trade depot right over there. Okay, well, then we're just a hop, skip, and a jump over here to the hollow terminus. Creatures, creatures. The creatures have left. Let us scan secure frequencies and just see what it comes up with. Supply depot detected. Not what I'm looking for. Let's try again. This will give us an idea of what kind of structures are on this planet and in this system. Manufacturing facility detected. I am good with that. Let's scan again. Operations center detected. I don't really care about so much. Let's tag this manufacturing facility so that it stands out. We already know the other one is in the direction of the depot. Let's scan again. Let's see if we can find another one. Nothing found. Okay. All right. I guess we will save and chart this sector. Base station Tucson. This is 11 minutes on foot. And it might not be that far of a trip by exocraft. It might be worth scanning for drop pods along the way. Although now we have this cobalt, we're not running into any of these creatures. Warning network failure 16. Warning network failure. The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors, each warning of total failure, but I must do what I can. I must tell the others of what I've learned. Attempt broadcast. I warn the travelers of what I have learned. These worlds are not real. The Atlas is not a god. It's a machine simulating countless realities for some unknown purpose. And after millennia of operation, the Atlas is coming to an end. There are 16 minutes until the system fails. Though we cannot know how much time we have left within this simulation, the time has come to make peace and say goodbye. I finish my message, not knowing if anyone will hear it. I look out across this world, wondering how much might be left to discover, how much beauty might be lost. I know what I must do. All paths have led me there. Each portal has brought me closer and closer. I must go to the center of this galaxy. It is the epicenter of the glitch. I will say goodbye to my friends if I can, and then I will confront our creator. I will find out what happens next. Broadcasting network compromised. No response detected. Progress towards the galactic center. Okay, well, first and foremost, before we do any and all of that, that's a neat little, like, area for the landing pad. Let us summon our exocraft summoning station so that we can bring out our pilgrim exocraft. Yep, and then we'll delete this, take our resources back. And then from here, what we're going to do is actually install the third boost module so that now this exocraft is as fast as it could possibly get. 3 minutes by exocraft is not bad. Let's search for drop pods. Detected in which direction? The opposite direction. 4 minutes. Okay, so here's what we do. We fly to the manufacturing facility, and then we fly to the drop pod. I think that's the way to do it. Oh, look at that. A nice little canyon with water. Whoa. Keep the trajectory on course, Thranxes. All right. Progress towards the galactic center. Find the next Atlas interface. Both of these are just going to continue. So then the space anomaly is ready. Polo's ready to receive me. Okay. Awesome. Let's save and chart this sector with the Dursey ice sheet. And let's step inside this manufacturing facility and see what we get now. All we need is to pull out our plasma launcher. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 round of bullets from the pulse spitter, and we're in. Very nice, very efficient. Hopefully we can solve this riddle here. Warning, high temperature. Oh, well, that's easy enough. Something deep within the complex is malfunctioning. Surfaces feel hot to the touch. Hidden machinery clanks and whirs. A bead of sweat rolls down my forehead. Engage coolant chamber network. Problem solved. Danger indicators plummet. The facility springs into life. I can now produce tetracobalt. So if it takes 100 and... Okay, so this is where we get into space magic. If it takes 150 ionized cobalt for me to craft tetracobalt, but then I can break it down in the refinery for 250 ionized cobalt, now I effectively have infinite ionized cobalt. And because I can deionize cobalt back into regular cobalt, or at least I believe I can, I effectively have unlimited of both. That's not the greatest blueprint, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'll accept it. We're just going to have to be consistent. We're going to have to stop on every planet and expend some of our navigational data and constantly be on the lookout for manufacturing facilities. That's all. Do we have a spare spot here? No, but we're about to. That's fine. We'll clean it up later. Now let's get to the drop pod. .27 seconds. So the terrain appears mostly flat here. then you get an idea when you have these little lake basins, just how high up you actually are below or above sea level. Yeah, that gives you a really good indicator. I wonder how deep that is. Interesting. They're almost like craters, like impact craters. Did I pass it? I went right by it, didn't I? It was on the other side of the mountain. Aha. Alright, destination is reached. Let us save and chart. It's just more nanites in the future. The Azate 19. Exosuit upgrade module. I would like to repair these components, please. Capacity cargo. Now we're up to 36 inventory spots. Go ahead and that's where we'll store our cobalt. Let's see if there are any creatures nearby we can feed. Or we must make the call to leave this area. Ah, here's some. No, don't run. I promise I won't shoot you. I can actually feed you this time. I'll give you a smiley face. Where are your friends? I promise there'll be no gunfire. Not this time. Not this time. Come on. Be happy. Be fed. What about you? Would you like to be fed? Oh no, you are mean. You want to be fed through my flesh. That's not how we're going to do business. I mean, I'll take the Mordite. Oh, we have a beacon here. Oh, look at that. Is that an observatory? The outlook. We may have to go there. Such large crystal formations here. No, I wanted to befriend the large creature. Let's activate the beacon and see what happens. Minor settlement detected. Not as interested in that. Would you care to eat some cobalt? Do not run. Do not run. Yes, you are my friend now. You are friendly. Smiley face. An incoming storm. Will you scan? So we have to spend a little bit of time on each planet to really get the feel for how the planet is. This one doesn't seem as harsh as some of the icy planets I've been to. Both the weather is more temperate, the sentinels are almost non-existent. It says sentinels passive, and I believe that. Another beacon. Alright, let's leave our custom marker there. We'll go down, we'll check out this beacon, and then we'll head over to the observatory. Let us recharge our liquid phase convection unit, please. Oh, you would like some cobalt, would you not? And what about you? Do not run. Eat cobalt. Eat the blue stones in my hand. Alright, I guess we'll activate this beacon and... Oh, hello, you're going to be my friend now. Oh, you're going to give me copyright crystals. Fair enough, I suppose. That's not why I did what I did, but I guess it is the benefit of doing it. All the copyright you can put your hands on. More copyright than you have pockets for. Every space explorer's dream. More copyright than I could ever carry in a single handful. Copyright's so deep, we've got to shovel it with both hands. Alright, I suppose at some point I'll have to stop. But, oh, more. Sure. I can be friends with all of you. I have cobalt for everyone. I feel a little weird following space creatures around with my hands cupped behind them. Like, oh, do you have a present for me? Oh, do you have presents for me? I mean, we do have copyright plants. It's not really a huge deal that we gather it this way anymore, but maybe having more than 4 planted would be a good thing? No. I'm not going to keep feeding you all of my cobalt. But we have over 100. That's enough for 2 more plants. We'll just call that good. Let's explore what's over here. First things first, we'll save and chart. Then we will call our ship over here. Very nice. Now, let us enter this observatory, or whatever this is. Work Gek Anatomy. Friend and a bunch of gobbledygook. They seem to have a task. No, decline. I'm sorry, I can't afford to be distracted right now. But I would like to see what's behind these Atlas Pass version 2 doors. Salt. Cobalt. It's just like a weird little terrarium to get all these little micro resources from. Really? Deuterium, sulfurine. Just clobbering my inventory is what you're doing. With no good reason to be doing it this way at all. I reject these terms. It's sort of a neat little room, though. The dihydrogen I'm good with. Oh, it's deuterium. No, I'm not good with that. Is there another door in the... No, so that's all it is. Okay, well, they don't care about that so much. What about this way? What is out here? Another Atlas Pass version 2 door. Let me in. It is more of the same. Little micro resources here and there. Ooh, that was a lot of Mordite. I accept that. Let's see where that leaves us. Deuterium, I cast you out. Dihydrogen, I accept. Sulfurine, I have no room for. Salt, coprite, mordite, I accept that. Okay, well it's kind of gee whiz, but it's not really super amazing. Let's see what this observatory has for us. So it would be 9210. Understanding what the GEC has increased, and what secrets are you revealing to me at this time? Signal detected. What sort of signal is that? Ancient ruin. I could not help but see something that looked a lot like a manufacturing facility just over the hill in that direction. In fact, what is that? The Dagon facility. It says manufacturing facility, but it could be an operations center. No, we're going to go there though. Let's do it. Ooh. No. No. I do not wish to be eaten. Oh, they're pack hunters. Clever girl. Uh-huh. And these buildings are pretty typically empty, so I don't even know why I bother with those. Alright, let's go back on our ship. We'll head over to this manufacturing facility. Pretty, frequent assortment of buildings on this planet, actually. Like, lots and lots and lots. I'm a fan of that. I do like that. Some planets do have many, many, many buildings compared to others. This is an unknown sector. Now, I feel like an operations center will say manufacturing facility no matter what. They sort of say the same thing. So I'm not sure which one this is. I suppose we're just going to have to find out. So in the door we go. This does sort of look like a it says manufacturing facility. Mining, something low power required. All systems have stalled. Warning lights blink on and off. Vaults that usually store uncommon elements mined on the planet have run low. Then I guess uncommon would be condensed carbon. The production facility becomes operational. Oxygen filter. We actually need some of these. I accept these terms. So we learned the GEC word for executed. How handy, because now look what we can do is we can go to the freighter and we can make, say, oxygen filters, to which we can then use the oxygen filters to make... No, not the mineral compressors. That's what the cobalt mirror is for. Where was it? Come on. The holographic analyzer for science expeditions. Well, that's 2 manufacturing facilities in relatively short distance. I don't know if I want to leave this planet so quickly now, although I don't want to stay on one planet forever. Perhaps there are other planets we need to explore, other systems to look for. though there is a lot here at our disposal. We still need to scan the space anomaly, and we don't even know what the other planets are or where we are in the galaxy, so I don't feel like we can necessarily settle down here. That's where we're going to wrap up episode 116 of No Man's Sky. We've got a lot to figure out now that our story mission is to go to the center of the galaxy. Our Atlas path, as near as I could tell, gives us nothing because we have 16 glyphs. So all that we have left is to appease the space anomaly and to discover a system to settle down in long term as we continue to make our units climb. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Be sure to come back next time as we try to figure out where in the galaxy we are in relation to where we were and where we go from here. But until next time, take care.